Alright, man, Food from Scratch, we are back, man. I'm on episode 10. It's crazy. I've been doing this for a minute, y'all. But, man, like I say, heavy hitter shit only. This introduction right here, I don't really know where to start. This is probably the most musically inclined brother I know. From production to DJing to, what else? Engineering to touring to boy bands. We'll get to that too. I mean, I just... the brother's everywhere, man. Without further ado, help me introduce the one, the only, Dos Diaz, man.
What's happening?
What's up, man? How are you?
What's up, man? I'm
you good?
Man. Hell yeah, boy.
Man, good to see my man. He got me out in hot Atlanta, man. We here. Man, before we get started, where we go today? And what you eating on?
So Chipotle,
Okay.
or as I like to call it, lay.
Just lay.
You know, just lay.
Just
me
lay.
and my boys, like my boy Ern, he'd be like, bro, you trying to go lay? I'm like, yeah, yeah. Some good Chipotle, you know.
Okay.
You know, the usual. Went in there and told them to give me the usual.
Yeah,
but they never met me. They never met me, so they don't know the usual. But nah, man. Glad you in Atlanta, bro.
Yes, sir. Here for a good time, not a long time, man.
Yes, sir.
But let's go ahead and get started, man. Just to give you a little background, we got 4 different segments.
Okay.
We like to start the first off from just scratch, bro. Just like to take it back. Then we'll get into a little this or that. Then we'll do finish the sentence. Okay. And then lastly, we'll do our little Mount Rushmore, man.
Oh, so, okay.
Yeah, man.
I'm
So, man, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started, brother. All right. So, man, I gotta start at the beginning. I feel like I came in when you was the AUC DJ, the hottest, when I even, you know, when we interacted. Some people, you know, you kick genuine shit off, and I feel like it's always been like that from the jump, brother, bro.
Now you a real one.
Man, take us back to the beginning, though, bro. Like, off camera, this man said he's never worked a 9 to 5.
Oh,
y'all.
yeah, I sure did.
Come on, man. Let's take us back to the beginning.
So I've been doing music for like a long time, like, you know, just trying, you know, like most, like, you know, just trying things out. I think my parents like kind of realized I had a gift like early on.
Okay.
That gift actually was like singing and dancing. So like in elementary school, I would do a lot of talent shows. Specifically, the songs I perform every damn year would be "My Girl" by the Temptations and then "Music Soul Child Don't Change," and I do that joint a cappella every time.
A cappella.
Have everybody in that motherfucker just snapping, just going crazy. But yeah, you know, from there, I would keep doing those shows, doing some plays, like Motown plays and things of that nature. And then, you know, ended up, you know, in middle school, ended up, you know, linking with some guys that also, like, you know, did some of the same things. Well, they primarily rap, but my good friends, man, and we created a group. A boy band, as you mentioned, and the rest was history, man. A lot of the stuff that happened in the boy band, we did everything in-house. Of course, we ain't had no money, we some kids. And that's where I learned and picked up like engineering and production.
Oh, really?
Because somebody had to make the beats and somebody had to record. And then it just so happened I was singing as well, and we was dancing and stuff like that. So that was an incredible time. You know, we did tours, we did a Next Generation tours. We've opened up for like Mindless Behavior and Keep Sweat, Drop Projects, you know what I'm saying? You know, my mom's was my manager. It was a good time, man. Had merch, like, you know, like we felt like some superstars for where, you know, for where we're at. And that's the beginning for real, man. The rest was history after that, man.
Man, it's definitely giving like David Ruffin, bro. You said singing,
you know what's
dancing,
crazy?
production, engineering.
You know what's crazy? I love David Ruffin. The Temptations movie is, bro, the Temptations is everything to me. Like, the Temptations movie, everything is, I identify with it. I feel like I'm David Ruffin. I really do.
Bro, from that description alone, I definitely agree.
And you know,
not David Ruffin! Y'all ain't nothing! The Temptations not David Ruffin are some fake ass temps!
You started off as David Ruffin, man, but we gotta come over to Dos Diaz. Like, how did you get there?
So Dos Diaz, so all right, so while I was in high school,
Okay.
I never DJ'd. Like, I didn't DJ when I was in high school, but my dad was a DJ.
Shout out to Pops.
But was really interesting. So my pops, he passed in 20, yeah, man, the GOAT. He passed in 2011.
Okay.
And we would talk about, like, he was like my biggest fan.
Okay.
Biggest supporter in terms of music. You know what I'm saying? Like, they pulled me out of basketball. I sucked the basketball, put me in like a engineering program. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. But we never talked about like DJ in depth. Like, I knew he was a DJ back in Brooklyn. You know, he would tell me little stories here and there. But as far as actual DJing, he wasn't like, he didn't have like turntables laying around, crates and things of that nature. But he passed. When he passed, you know, I was getting ready to go to college. My uncle, he gave me a board. It was a, man, what was that board called, man? It was an IDJ3, Newmark IDJ3. And it was his, and he just gave it to me, man. And I took it to college. We used to have this thing at, was still there, but at Morehouse it's called Hump Wednesdays. So every Wednesday it's like a party, right? DJ was missing. And then like, yo, Day-Day, this before Dose. Like, yo, Day-Day, man, he got stuff at his, in the dorm. So we all rushed down to my dorm and set it up. And then the rest was history. I started like putting holes in the floor at like people's apartments and house parties and all that stuff, man. Like, incredible. The name Dos Diaz, actually my man Jean Michael, shout out to Jean. He was Haitian, and I think his people were also like Dominican. So one day he comes in the dorm and he's like, hey man, you know what you should call yourself? I'm like, what? He's like, Dos Diaz. Mind you, my Spanish ain't that good. So I'm like, why would I do that? I'm in like Spanish 1, you know what I'm saying? So I know what Dos is, but Diaz, I don't know what that is.
It's a play on words though.
So he's like, I'm like, why? And he's like, because your name is Day-Day, so you call yourself Dos Diaz because it's 2 days.
That's fire.
So that's how fire. That's how that happened.
No, that's crazy, man. This is why we on Food From Scratch. We get backstories like that.
Come on, man.
All right, man. We are back on Food From Scratch with a legend, a GOAT. Oh, man. Not just around Atlanta. We talking about worldwide, man.
Oh, you so too much.
I really want to get into some free game, if that's okay. I mean, I don't know if y'all know, but he's worked with all types of names. You know, Summer Walker, Sean Garrett, we got Landstrip Chip, we got Lil James, we got Childish Major. But not even speaking on that, bro, I think your brand alone has put you in these rooms with these people. So like, as a DJ, how important do you think branding is?
100%. It's the most important thing ever. The only reason I went to school was for marketing. Well, I didn't know that. I graduated with a marketing degree.
That's what's up.
And that kind of helped me, I guess, like, you know, trying to become a DJ. It helped me a lot in my courses. Yeah, man, branding is everything to me. It's super important to brand yourself.
That's fire, and that's a perfect segue, because it's like we went from Day-Day, from the boy band, Famous Boys. We went from Dos Diaz, and then we got Touched by Dos at this point. So it's like, man, you went from touring the world with these people to like really being in the studio 24/7 and becoming a household name. Like, when did that shift come?
I wish I was a household name.
You are gassing me. I'm not gassing you. Yo, look him up. We not. If we really being serious, Summer has something wrong with the song. Who's she calling? Dos. And no, not any Summer. We're talking about the Summer Walker. But besides that point, go ahead, explain yourself, brother. I would like to know how you got to this point.
Man, how did I get to this point?
But you've always engineered though, right?
Yeah,
like
I've been engineering since I was 14.
Man,
I started DJing when I was 18, maybe. Yeah, whatever age you usually start college, if you go to college. The way that I got here, honestly, it's no specific like map I can say. I can only use like words like consistency. You know what I'm saying? Engineering, to be honest, engineering kind of took the back burner as I was DJing, because I just thought that was going to be it. And I know me and you, we be talking about it all the time, like having those, you know, those multiple jobs, because you never know what's going to be that gateway, you know what I mean? But what actually happened where everything kind of clicked in my head was, truthfully, it was a combination of two things. I had a bad experience in the club. And to be honest, it was like a roach that crawled up like my leg in the club.
It's very bad.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I know we eating this stuff, but
that's a bad experience.
You know, it's a bad experience. And I was like, man, where the hell am I at
Facts.
right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just out here just grabbing money. You know what I mean? Or what I thought was money. That's the other issue.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Not being paid to, you know, pay what I thought I was worth. But I understood, I learned from those experiences that you are what you negotiate. It ain't
real.
about what your worth is. You know your worth. I know my worth. Everybody don't know that.
That's real.
And I just kind of got tired of the club from those experiences. And then what literally happened was I started engineering more because I'm like, man, I gotta get back into it. You know, I humbled myself, and no matter how long no matter how long you've been doing something, it's good to like humble yourself and look at like the terrain, like look at who's playing the game right now. And for me, it was important to sit up under somebody who was, you know, like they were having those opportunities. So, you know, I sat under my man BJ. I was assistant engineer for him.
Shout out BJ.
Yeah, shout out BJ. And you know, he was DJing for Nudie, and he was like engineering for Nudie. The biggest thing that happened was Nudie, he dropped the Sly Mare project with Pierre Bourne. And that was a big deal for me because I was like literally doing a lot of stuff with BJ. You know what I mean, post with that project in terms of like mixing and things of that nature. Introduced me to my man's Naj. Shout out to Naj Mullah. He was the studio manager at that time there. And Naj just happens to say, BJ, we looking for engineers, man. Like, I know you can't do it because you so busy. He's like, but point in the right direction. Point me in the right direction. He's like, hold on, yo, Dose. He's like, oh no, this is my assistant engineer. Boom. Hired on the spot. I started literally that Monday. And you can imagine I'm working there for like a year and a half, get close with the guys over at LVRN, who I have a lot of respect for, and a lot comes from that. I mean, I could go on and on, man. That's how I ended up here. Even with Summer, like I had the opportunity to work on the Over It project.
That's the first one, right?
The first one, man. And I just wanted it, and I remember he needed us me to do a session, and I didn't think twice. I ended up there. I remember Summer was there. And this is right before the Over It project, which is also I mean, Still Over It is incredible. Yeah, but Over It is just as incredible. Yeah. You know, I had the opportunity to work on it, and I was so excited. I'm like, man, more credits, more. I get to be a part of history because I knew it was gonna go crazy, but she was too sick to record, and I was like, Dad, it left. I was like, you know what? It's gonna come back around. Yeah. 2 years later, here we are.
That's wild, bro. That's a hell of a story, man. There's so many gems that you dropped in there. Whether it's trusting the process, whether it's fostering relationships, because I feel like if you and BJ didn't have that relationship, he wouldn't have been able to even, you feel me?
You know what's
point
crazy?
To you like that. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into the next segment, man. We're gonna get into let's do Fave for Fives, man. Fave for Fives. So look, quick explanation of this. I'm gonna ask you your favorite thing. You got 5 seconds to answer.
My favorite thing?
Yeah, but it's each question is different. I'm just not. It's not that hard, man. I promise. It's not that hard. All right, let's go ahead and get this started. Favorite song of all time?
Music Soul Child, Don't Change.
That was beautiful. Jesus. Favorite track? Hashtag Touched by Dose.
Constant Bullshit by Summer Walker.
These are flying. I love it here.
I didn't even think I could think this fast.
This one might, because you've been around the world. We gonna go on a DJ tip. Favorite venue you've spun at?
Favorite venue I've spun at? It's a festival. Here in Atlanta. It was this festival called Floridian Festival. Okay. And shout out my man Bruck Up. But it was at Central Park. Okay. Central Park here in Atlanta.
Okay. If you could pick an era, what would be your favorite era of music?
Favorite era of music? Outside of the era that, you know, like we grew up in?
Yeah.
Which is like early 2000s. I would have to say the 90s.
All right. Favorite perk of being an engineer? See, we got them thinking now. Let me do this countdown. 5, 4.
So my favorite perk, see how I said that? So I give myself more time. My favorite perk of being an engineer is being able to do more than just, honestly, it's being an engineer. Okay. Like when you engineer something, right? Like you're putting things together. I think being able to say this song wouldn't have happened if I wasn't there is everything to me.
That's
like,
fire. Take me back to Jamaica, man. You and DJ Envy.
Oh, I said that on there.
You did. You did.
Hey, yo, listen. All right, so this is what happened, man.
And the only reason I asked that is because what's wrong with playing slow songs at the heart of the party? Because you could have went from that to and then
Look, the problem was I was high as hell, and I'm not even like a smoker like that, bro. So I'm in Jamaica. My man's Bruck Up. He's doing these parties, like, you know what I'm saying, like down there, and we on some resort, man.
Okay.
Man, everything's going good. I'm DJing a lot of the parties, and then the last night is like the all-white party. And honestly, I'm in Jamaica. I ain't gonna lie. Again, I don't smoke like that, but the way I'm thinking about it is like, damn, I'm in Jamaica. I gotta smoke. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's an all-white party. I open up. DJ Envy is closing.
Okay.
I'm opening up. Oh, wow. All right, cool. I set the vibe right. You know what I'm saying? Everything cool. DJ Envy comes and he sets up. Make sure he cool. So then, while I was down there, I'm kicking it with like Young Jock, like in his I think his brother, and so I see they smoking. I'm like, yeah, man, come on, right? So I go over there, I'm smoking, and man, I'm high as hell. Yeah, I'm high as hell. I'm like, oh, this is perfect, right? I'm chilling, sitting down, cause we elevated. I hear on the microphone, can I get DJ Dos Diaz to the booth, please? DJ Dos, that's Envy, right? So I'm like, nah. Why would he need me to come to?
It's time to get back home.
But nobody ever discussed that with me, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, take my time. I'm like, oh. I go over there. He's like, yeah, I'm about to head out. And I'm like,
You sound just
I sound like I watch the Breakfast Club all the time. Bro, we switch out. I am playing nothing but the slowest of records. Like, I'm talking about, I think I came on with Going Down, Mary J. Blige. Mind you, this is like literally prime time, like, or a little bit after prime time. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing that. I think after that, I don't even know. I know I played like some Monica. I played like We Belong Together.
He was in R&B.
Mariah, yeah. But it was like, we in Jamaica, like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, that was terrible. I literally was crying after that. I cried.
That's funny. Back with my guy Dos, man. We got another segment. This right here is not my favorite segment, but probably my second favorite segment.
Okay.
So this one is just no time limit. It's just a this or that. So a night in the studio or a night on tour?
Night on tour.
Damn, that's crazy. I was not expecting you to say that. Would you prefer to be like on the go with the engineering or like in the studio with all your stuff?
In the studio, man.
For sure.
Because I only do that because you have to. Obviously,
Okay,
you got to work.
I didn't think about that.
But there's just too many things you got to think about getting from one destination to the next. I got to think about the acoustics, what we gonna be around.
I didn't think about that.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't think about that.
And it's cool sometimes to be like, oh, let's see how we can make this sound. But sometimes that shit don't go right all the time. Okay?
Gonna rock out a club or we gonna rock out a college party?
Man, a college party.
Easy. MC or rock alone?
MC with a good one though.
Good
with
one.
A good one.
Good one. This can be, let's make this DJ related.
Okay.
Be in control of your creativity or limited to a theme?
Control. For sure. I hate themes.
You do? We back, man. My favorite segment. We are here with the boy Dos Diaz. Make some noise. But anyways, man, finish the sentence. This is my favorite one. I can't lie. This is where I allow my DJs to pop their shit.
Oh,
so,
shit.
First one. When asked for request, I generally
say no.
I love that. I love that. When I first started engineering, I struggled most with
microphone level.
If I had to get the crowd going with one song, it would be
like everybody, right?
Yeah, one big.
Oh man, come on, Montel Jordan, this is how we do it. Come on.
I take that. But if I could go on tour with an artist of my choice,
oh, whoa, this is a fire question. I would go on tour with Travis.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
And I don't even have, I mean, obviously he has Chase B, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
I could just be right next to Chase B, I'd be cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that energy is just crazy.
Nah. We have finally reached the end of the interview, and I am so excited to to just it's the end, man. It's the that's hilarious, man. But like I always say at the end, y'all know how it goes. Without us, the controllers, the DJs, the you know, the grand masters of the world, there would not be any hip hop.
100%.
I'm standing on it. Gotta stand on it.
100%.
So with that being said, Dose, give me your Mount Rushmore of DJs. But before you do it, let me get 4 and just honorable mention 2. So give me the 4 Mount Rushmore who gonna be up there. But if you could put one more face up there, who would you put?
Man, incredible. First one would have to be Grandmaster Flash.
Okay.
Pioneer, you know what I'm saying? Of course, like after that, Jazzy Jeff.
Easy.
Wow, I got 2.
You got 2 more. This is so hard, bro.
Oh man, no, it's not too hard. It's not too hard. Of course, the legendary Kid Capri.
Easy.
3. And then I gotta put the last one. I feel like I'm doing a timeline, but I already went out of order a little bit. Favorite DJ. A goat. Come on, those. Oh man, Don Cannon.
Woo.
Don Cannon.
I don't hear that enough either.
Man, Don Cannon. Goat.
That's beautiful.
That's
beautiful.
my 4. That's my 4 on Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
For sure.
Who hanging out at the bottom though? He couldn't make it up there, but he right there.
So I think like the ones like that are hanging out at the bottom, people might not know. So should I say somebody that people?
No, this
may know?
is your list.
This is my list. All right.
and just so you know, we put the pictures up so they.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say this guy, and his name is DJ Puffy.
Oh, Puffy's
you know Puffy? Puffy. Let me tell you something.
Puffy's
The first time I saw Puffy, I was upset because I'm like, fuck, this man is Bayesian and I'm Bayesian too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
his logo at the time, of course, it had the flag in it. I'm like, he's everything I want to be. Why does he exist? And then I listened to him and I'm like, oh no, this man is incredible, man.
He's different.
And I've been following him ever since, man. So that's my list.
That's a solid list, man. That's a solid list. Well, Dose, I know we didn't finish the food today, man, but I thank
bro,
you
it's all
so
good.
much.
I tried. I tried to finish my food because I saw you finish your food that last time, and I was like, nah.
Man, before we get up out of here, Dose, let the people know where they can follow you, where they can figure out where the music is, Touched by Dose, all that, man. Let them know.
Yeah, for sure. So in terms of socials, it's at Dose Diaz _ everywhere. That's on Instagram, that's on Twitter. You know, you can go to my website if you do want some engineering services. It's dosediaz.online. And also on that website you can go to my, follow the links to my Twitch, my YouTube, all those things. But if you don't want to do that and you just want to type everything in, do twitch.tv/IamDoseDiaz. Go check out my School of Dose episodes on YouTube. That's youtube.com/IamDoseDiaz as well. So yeah, Touched by Dose, all those things. And I have courses that are actually going to be coming out at the top of the year, so get ready for those.
Free game, guys. Touched by Dose, man. Dose Diaz, I appreciate you,
my brother. Always love, man.
Thank you, man. Episode 10, we appreciate you, dog.
10's a great number.
Consistency kills, man. It is. 10's a great number. We love it. We in Atlanta with it, man.
Yes, sir.
One of the heavy hitters. We out.